Namaste and welcome to the Yogi Nataraj channel. I had a very interesting question today. Which days do we fast astrologically for better benefits? Now I wanted to answer this in detail. So we are dividing this video into two parts. One, why do we fast? There are scientific reasons and there are spiritual reasons. Let's look at the scientific reasons in the first half of the video. And in the second half of the video, we will look at the spiritual reasons. Now, what are the benefits of fasting according to yoga and Ayurveda? So the first benefit of fasting is that it balances the dosha. So when we fast, we want to fast to achieve a certain purpose. We want to do a certain kind of worship. We want to meditate on our deity. We want to focus within. Even if you want to focus within, you cannot do it on a heavy stomach. One of the things you can notice is if you are on a heavy stomach, then you have weak breathing. You can try it out. When you are on an empty stomach, you can see you can do pranayama very well. One of the most important things of a successful pranayama or a yoga practice is a empty stomach. So if we are on an empty stomach, then we can breathe deep. The whole asana pranayama, if you see any mantra, any meditation that begins with a pranayama, because your breath and mind are connected. To focus on something, you say, let me focus on it. You slowly calm down the breath. So that is why that's one of the most important reasons we fast, so that we can focus on our purpose, we can focus on the mantra, we can focus on the meditation, we can focus on the healing. Now there are many benefits of this fasting. Apart from trying to focus, most important benefit is your digestion gets a relaxation. What happens is, in general, our digestion is always overloaded. When you fast, it gives the body an enough opportunity to break down all the waste and fats. Remember, it takes 36 days, according to Ayurveda, to digest what you eat and convert it into Ojas Shakti. Then, as we discussed earlier, free the mind to focus on the purpose. Remember, eat to live. Okay? Don't live to eat. Eating is not our goal, but we eat to live. Food is meant to give you three benefits. That is purification of mind, long life, and good physical strength. But that is only when you eat in a disciplined manner. Yuktahara. Now your stomach gives you 90% of your enzymes. Now if there is a feast, you overeat. Even in Christianity, we say gluttony is a sin. So if you eat right, if you eat the right food, if you eat it at the right time, when you fast properly, your stomach gives you 90% of the enzymes that you need. And most importantly, it is serotonin, for example. 90% of your serotonin comes not from your brain, but from your belly. It's an antidepressant. So when your digestion is right, your stomach, your gut bacteria can really give you what you need to really focus. And your intestines are also connected to the brain. That's why you eat heavy, you tend to fall asleep. Or you say, your intestines are full, now it's time to relax the body, because body has only so much energy to digest and to focus. If all the energy goes in digesting, you cannot focus on what you want to achieve while you fast. So that is to focus on the particular deity. Our emotions are controlled by the chemicals, not just in your brain, but in your belly. Fasting gives you those real happy chemicals. Now, to wind it up, this first half, you will see that 12 hours of fasting will give you growth hormones. 18 hours of fasting will create autophagy. Autophagy is when the bad cells in your body, research has also proven that cancer cells can be killed naturally by fasting, because when your body needs it and when it's really hungry, it will start eating what is available. It kills off all the bad cells first. So it's a cleanup of your body. If you do a fasting of 24 hours, then what happens? You get anti-inflammatory properties, anti-inflammation. And then 48 hours or more, you get powerful stem cells. And 72 hours is when your immune system gets completely regenerated and your liver can also be rejuvenated. So there are so many benefits of fasting, and fasting is only when you can actually concentrate. Now we will look at the spiritual reasons, the spiritual days for fasting. Now the most important days for fasting are the moon days, the full moon and the new moon. The full moon and the new moon induce the highest change of chemicals or bodily doshas. They disturb the doshas. So that's why, according to many Greek philosophers, it is said that imbalance of the doshas or the bodily chemicals happens due to the moon cycle. So that's why it's called as a lunatic. So, but the most important way to counteract this effect is by fasting on the moon days. Now what happens with that? It calms the body down. The more you have grains and water in your body, the more the pull of the moon tide. Now recently this ship was stuck in Suez Canal. How did they free it up? Because of the supermoon, the water rose almost 1.5 feet, almost 2 feet, and the heavy ship, which stopped almost all the traffic in the whole world, literally, it was lifted up. You can see the power of the moon on moon days. It affects your body and your mind. So when you fast on that day, you reduce the effect. Most crimes also happen on this day. So if you fast, if you do the opposite, instead of just eating, what does it do? It calms your body, calms your mind. But one thing is, you cannot all of a sudden fast. You have to build up your body and mind. If you want to fast the next day, begin by fasting or reduced eating, or just some little juice or something the previous night. You cannot just fast the next day with a heavy stomach from the previous day. So it's very important that we build up to these moon days, the full moon and the new moon. Now fasting, according to the scriptures, also brings about karmic change. In fact, one of the programs that I do, Chandrayana, is especially designed not only to give you good health, but change physical and mental karma. It gives you new habits. Basically, the whole practice of spiritual life is to change our mind, have a fresh mind. That's why it's called as Dvija, means we are twice born. Means you have the same body and mind, but now you have a fresh set of habits. All your old habits have died down. That is the purpose if you do a month-long intermittent lunar fast. So that's why in all the Vedic scriptures, there was this Chandrayana. If you do it even once a year, you start on full moon, you gradually reduce eating till the new moon, and from the new moon you gradually increase eating till the full moon. At the same time, you meditate on your purpose. So you become very disciplined. So diet is the key, fasting is the key to change our habits, to change our mentality. In our Vedic scriptures they say, or the ancient wisdom says, to change a birth habit or mindset is almost impossible, but it is possible by systematic fasting, following the teachings of Guru, and sincere practice. That's why Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Abhyasena tu kaunteya. Abhyasa means what? Every day. So it's not just on the fasting days that you cultivate discipline, but on every other day also. Fasting also develops more tolerance, because our behavior has been linked to sugar spike. When you eat and there is a spike of sugar, you become extremely overactive. This could even be if you have some dormant tendencies or bad habits, they never go away. However, when you fast long enough, when you calm the body, when you calm this cycle, I explained this in another video before, how this can affect you, so I won't dwell too much into that. So there is an insulin glucose synergy in the body. If that is balanced, then it has an effect on your mind. There is a lot of tolerance which is developed. Now I will explain to you the 4 important mudras that you can do to get the best out of fasting. Now you want to give up old energy. You want to cultivate new habits. Now that is possible by Shivalinga Mudra. So Shivalinga Mudra is this. So this mudra is called as Shivalinga Mudra. So Shivalinga Mudra, when you meditate on Lord Shiva, all the old dead energy in your body, all the thoughts you do not want, they go away. But when you fast and discipline, that's possible. Second is Rudra Mudra, to sharpen the mind. So when you do Rudra Mudra, when you are fasting, so that is the forefinger, ring finger and the thumb. It's very powerful. All the bad habits are burned. Then we have the Garuda Mudra. So you are directing all the energy of the body to your circulation, to your prana. So Garuda Mudra, very powerful. And then there is the Prana Mudra. So prana, you focus. So if you see, it's very interesting, very powerful that you see your body structure is held together by pressure. How everything is held together with pressure. So this pranic air, this invisible air, there's no medical terminology to that. There's no medical substitute to the word prana. So this prana is actually getting stronger by the practice of Prana Mudra. But that's only when you fast, because once you eat, you're busy digesting. Now, when are the best days to fast? Firstly, Ekadashi, the 11th day of the moon. Now that is best to heal all planetary karma. Of course, like I said, Chandrayana you do once in a year, 1 month systematic fasting. It's very powerful, but at the same time cultivate good habits. Then on moon days, like we discussed earlier, the 11th day of the moon and the full and the new moon, these are the most powerful days to fast. And finally, if you are looking to fast in a weekday, some particular day, it should be on the day when the planet in your horoscope it's afflicted. So the planet which is afflicted in your horoscope, so say it is the sun, right? If the sun is afflicted, you fast on a Sunday. If moon is afflicted, of course you can fast on moon days, you need not do it on a Monday. But Mars, it's Tuesday. Mercury, it's Wednesday. Guru, Jupiter, it's Thursday. Shukra, Venus, it's Friday. Saturn, it's Saturday. So for Rahu and Ketu effect, generally moon days and Ekadashi will take care of it, because they do not have a weekday assigned to them. Fasting more, keeping yourself more disciplined gives you all these good qualities. But at the same time, if we have cultivated or developed bad eating habits, heavy acidity, then it will take some time for you to get into a groove of fasting. That's why always we need the guidance of a guru in deciding the little details. So these are general details. but for little details we need to consult our astrologer, or we need to consult our yoga guru or a proper teacher, and then get to the final details. Hope this helps, and if you have any more questions, please do send it to me. I love making these small videos for you. Thank you so much. Namaste.